It is the monster NAOYA INOUE versus the ageless wonder, the Filipino Flash, Nonito DONAIRE. Next Tuesday, I'm going to give you guys a small breakdown and my final fight prediction. Blessed love and blessed day, oh boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fighting nation. It's Coach Fire and this is real life boxing. We got Nonito DONAIRE versus NAOYA INOUE going down on Tuesday. This is the rematch for the bantamweight world title. Hey, before we get into it, I'm gonna ask you guys to smash on the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the bell icon so you can be notified when all content is being uploaded on the channel of Real Life Boxing. I'm at the boxing gym about to get started, but we're gonna do this video. Let's get into it. Now, if you saw the first fight was a shootout, and I believe that this fight is gonna be a shootout as well. I'm not going to give you guys a full breakdown on the both fighters, but I will tell you that Nonito DONAIRE, the biggest factor in this fight to me is the age. Nonito DONAIRE is 39 years old and NAOYA INOUE is 29 years old. So full 10-year difference in age. And to me, that would be, one of the biggest factors in the fight. Both of these guys are great boxers, great boxer punches, great power. They both have two of the best left hooks in boxing. And I'm talking about to the head and to the body. And don't get it twisted. With Nonito DONAIRE's age being 39, he's still, to this day, one of the best boxers in boxing, one of the best fighters in the world. He's got one of the best left hooks in boxing. And like I said, to the head and to the body. These guys fought each other in 2019, and since then, NAOYA INOUE has fought 3 times, ending all 3 fights by KO. And since then, Nonito DONAIRE has fought 2 times, ending both fights by KO. One against Nordine Obali, and the other was just recently, a few months ago. And both Nordine Obali and this guy that Nonito DONAIRE just fought were not favorites, but they were the younger talents coming up. They're supposed to beat Nonito DONAIRE, just like NAOYA INOUE was supposed to beat Nonito DONAIRE in the first fight, and like he did. But let's not get it twisted. Nonito DONAIRE hurt NAOYA INOUE multiple times in that fight, and obviously NAOYA INOUE hurt Nonito DONAIRE with that crushing left hook to the body. Dropped him, I can't remember what round it was, but dropped Nonito DONAIRE, had him running. Nonito DONAIRE literally turned around and ran and took the knee. Got up, got back to business, and just made for a very great fight. I believe this fight is going to be no short of a great fight from than the first fight. I believe it's going to be just as great as a fight as the first fight. Excuse the noise coming in. Yeah, I believe it's going to be just as good as a fight as the first fight, if not better. Both of these guys have high KO ratios. NAOYA INOUE's is higher. Obviously, he has a lot less fights than Nonito DONAIRE, with not a lot more knockouts. He doesn't have more knockouts than Nonito DONAIRE, but for the amount of fights that he has a higher KO ratio. With that being said, both of these fighters can crack. They both hurt each other in the first fight, and I believe that they both gonna hurt each other in this fight. I don't think that this fight is gonna go the distance at all. Now, the first fight went the distance, but both fighters hurt each other multiple times. And the way both of these guys have been fighting, just every fight just destroying the opponent by KO, I don't see that this fight is going to go the distance. Now, this is a hard one for me to pick. It's a 50-50 fight. If it wasn't for Nonito DONAIRE's age, I would say that he would not destroy NAOYA INOUE, but he would beat him. Nonito DONAIRE is the bigger man, and he always seems to do better when he's the bigger man. He only really took losses when he was the smaller guy going up in weight class. When he went up to super bantamweight and the weight class, he's just a little bit too small for those weight classes, but is big for a bantamweight. And so he came back down in bantamweight and wants to settle there. And he's just a lot bigger than those guys. And I feel like a lot of those guys can't take his punching power down there. With that being said, man, like I said, 50-50 fight for me. I love Nonito Donaire so bad. I like both fighters, but I'm a huge fan of Nonito Donaire. Possibly, easily one of my best fighters, one of my favorite fighters. Inside and outside the ring, he's a gentleman. This fight is gonna end in a stoppage. I don't really, I can't see INOUE stopping Donaire, even though he hurt him with the left hook to the body in the first fight. Obviously, he's younger. He's going to be sharper. He's going to be faster. All those little qualities he has over Nonito Donaire. Just what the younger fighter brings to the table inside the pocket. All of those he has over Donaire. Now, both of these guys can fight, you know, complete fighters from long range, from mid range, and inside. And they both enjoy being inside the pocket. But INOUE, quicker, faster to the punch, inside the pocket, but not necessarily, don't know if he's the heavier puncher. Obviously, he's a very heavy puncher for the weight class, possibly one of the heaviest punchers in boxing, but so is Nonito Donaire. And Nonito Donaire, not to mention Nonito Donaire broke INOUE's orbital bone in that fight. Sorry about that. I didn't mention that. I should have mentioned that a lot earlier. He broke INOUE's orbital bone in that fight. So those are big factors for me. Him just being the bigger man. I'm still very solid at 39 years old. I know, you know, his age and everything, but like I said, this guy is an ageless wonder. And I know INOUE is the favorite in Vegas, you know what I'm saying, on paper, but I believe that the ageless wonder Nonito Donaire stops the monster NAOYA Inoue mid to late rounds. I know that's a bold prediction, but that's the prediction that I'm going with, man. Based off the way these two guys are fighting, I can really see Nonito Donaire stopping INOUE. Hurt him multiple times, broke his orbital bone in the first fight, and I think he's gonna come back from the mistakes. He's gonna fix up the mistakes, make the adjustments, and stop the monster NAOYA Inoue. I know it's a bold prediction, like I said. You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Super thanks, super likes are live underneath the video. Same concept as a super chat. If I was in a live stream, you can donate to the channel. Show your thanks, give your support to the channel, help the channel grow. As the channel grows, hopefully, you know what I mean, you guys get more content and I can put more time into the channel. You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Until then, keep fighting your fight, protect yourself at all times. Peace and one love. It's Coach Fighting. This is Real Life Boxing.